Welcome to our Week 4 Process Critic presentation. Today we have Adriel presenting on the Battle Leaf, Leroy on Spiderweb, Jarek on the Tawny Coastal, and myself Suhail on Banyan Tree.
Hello, my name is Adriel, and the glue I chose is the pepper beetle. It is a species of flowering plant in the pepper family native to Southeast Asia. It is an evergreen and delicious vine with glossy, heart-shaped leaves and white catkins shown on the picture on the right. The pepper beetles are cultivated for the leaves, which are most used as flavoring in chewing avocado nuts. So for the pepper beetle, another use is that it's for medicinal purposes or prayers for religious practices. It also tends to hang on ledges and bamboo, and mostly consists of leaves and vines. It also can grow on trunks, and the leaves tends to face downwards most of the time. The plant has special roots called adventitious roots, which arise from the nodes. These roots are fused sparingly branched and short. The nodes are conspicuously swollen, and the internodes are elongated. Its adventitious roots are called climbing roots, where it uses it due to its weak stem, and it relies on it to stay upright by clinging onto supports provided by humans. As you can see, the weak stem is shown in the picture. There's different types of roots also on the right: tap roots, fibrous roots, prop roots, and then obviously the adventitious roots. Using its climbing roots, it encircles circular supports by using its sense of touch. So when it touches a support, it curls in and clings onto the support. It can also produce sticky substances to stick onto walls or cling onto cracks or fissures in walls. So for my final model, firstly the model on the left, it shows the plant's ability to encircle vertical supports. So for all the models, and it's circled in black in the slides, I didn't use glue to paste onto the ground. So it shows that it can rely on the encircling of the roots to hold itself upright. And for the second one, it shows the ability to encircle horizontal supports. Lastly, it shows the ability to produce the sticky substances to stick onto walls or surfaces and cling onto cracks or fissures in the walls, as you can see on the last picture. Yep, and that is all.
Hi, so I decided to research more about spiderwebs because spiderwebs are quite interesting. Spiderwebs are the main part of what the spider has. It's like is a important part of the spider. The spiderweb has several purposes, including capturing the prey, shelter, mating, and dispersal. It's pretty essential to their survival and reproduction of many species. It's like a jack of all trades, the spiderwebs. So, but I asked myself how, since they're able to get food, they get shelter, they're able to mate and travel around the spiderwebs, how they gonna get water while on their spiderwebs? So I went to research more about it, and I found out that the spiderweb itself are able to catch water droplets, and the spiderweb can catch water droplets is by using a process called hygroscopy. It's like because the spider it has the ability of a material to be able to absorb the water molecules around the surrounding of the environment. So it's covered with like tiny hair, like there are like tiny hair structures on the threads, which is called setae. They are able to attract water molecules. As the moisture in the air comes into contact with the web, the fibers of the web is able to capture the water and pull it towards the center of the web, where the spider web will most likely be, like how this thing looks like. Then once water droplets accumulate, because then the spider web will be heavy, and then so the spider in the middle will be able to drink it and use it for other purposes. Yeah. So I decided to research more about it, and all the water droplets from the 4 different threads all will flow down to the center of the web, like a collection point. I mean, why? And also the spiders are quite strong is because they have unique properties. They are one of the stronger material. They are flexible. It's quite versatile. It is pretty lightweight. So these are the spiderweb sketches I did. Yeah, and then I decided to make kind of like a water collection point using the spider webs. This is the close up of a spider web, and this is what I thought of at the start of how to make the model and all that. And then these are my models. These are the study models where I tried replicating a water collection point where all the webs are outside, and then see whether the water droplet is able to flow down into and then collect the middle. I found out the problem was there are too many holes in between the webs, so most of the water might not be able to catch those webs, or the strings that I made will not be able to catch the water droplets. So I decided to make another model where I make more webs at the side, so it's more congested, so it's able to catch the water, and then add a gauze to prevent the gauze able to absorb the water, like kind of like how they the ability to absorb the water, and then the water droplet will flow down the frame of the thing, and then it will meet the middle. So that's what I basically try and do in my model.
As for the Tawny coaster, the butterfly's vibrant colored wings serve multiple purposes, including mate selection and predator deterrence. The colors indicate health and genetic quality, aiding successful reproduction. The wings also assist in thermal regulation, absorbing sunlight to warm the butterfly's body and enhance survival in various environments. The wings are usually in brighter colors as they reflect sunlight better, which helps keep the butterfly's body cool and not overheat. As for my model, I incorporated thermal regulation to my study model, using the same method as how the Tawny coaster uses to regulate its own body temperature. The frames are built with steel rods that absorb heat, with a film of polycarbonate that goes over the top. The film is colored in blue, which in turn makes the shade more cooler as bright colors reflect more sunlight. It also acts as like an attraction which attract users to go into the shelter, as they'll see like just a shade of blue right under the structure. Curtains are also on the side of the structure to have a practical purpose of blocking rain and also providing more shade. Here are some of my final model pictures.
The banyan tree is able to support a wide range of species and create a micro ecosystem. Its area roots provide habitat for epiphytes and other organisms, while its figs serves as food for many animals. The tree also helps regulate temperature and humidity in its surrounding environment, creating a microclimate that benefits both plant and animal life. This research focuses on the banyan tree as it provides cooler temperatures compared to the surrounding air and has a unique shading strategy. The trunk is smooth with light grey to brown bark. One of the unique characteristics of banyan trees is their area roots, which absorb heat from the surrounding environment through a process called evapotranspiration. So during this process, the area roots will release water vapor into the air, which helps to cool the surrounding environment. The large surface area of the area roots provide an effective surface for evapotranspiration, which further enhances their cooling effect. The dense canopy of the banyan tree also provides shade, which reduces the amount of direct sunlight that reaches the ground, and this further helps to reduce the temperature. Studies have shown that the temperature under a banyan tree canopy can be up to 4 degrees Celsius lower than the surrounding air temperature. The first drawing features a dense stem and branches connected to it, emphasizing the height and layout of the branches. In the second drawing, glossy green foliage and light to dark brown area roots are added. These roots not only absorb heat from the surroundings but also protect the tree from direct sunlight coming from the east to west. The drawing highlights the importance of area roots in providing shading and thermal comfort. To better understand the shading strategy of the banyan tree, I have created two models. The first model is a study model made out of bamboo sticks. The core of the tree is clustered like the trunk. However, the weight of the branches minimizes the surface area of the tree. Also, the lack of area roots means less vertical cover for the tree. However, in the final abstraction model, I have enlarged the center of the tree, and it has more branches to shade the lower part. Area roots double up as vertical shading devices, and hence reducing direct sunlight to the interior of the tree. Leaves cover almost the entire surface area, allowing ambient light to pass through while minimizing sunlight. Additionally, the area roots absorb heat through the process of evapotranspiration, which is to cool the environment. The area roots could also shade direct sunlight from the east and west. Thank you.